Hello students, welcome to my channel Easy Physics by GS. So in this video of fluid mechanics, we are going to discuss IIT JEE previous year questions 2019. So what is the first question? This first question is from 10th April evening session. Okay, so सबसे पहले हम क्वेश्चंस को ध्यान से पढ़ते हैं. इस क्वेश्चन में लिखा हुआ है a submarine experiences a pressure of 5.05 into 10 to power of 6 Pascal at depth of D1 in RC. When it goes further to a depth of D2, it experiences a pressure of 8.08 into 10 to power of 6 Pascal. Okay, then D2 minus D1 is approximately. Okay, आपको क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? D2 minus D1. Okay, और क्या है? ये एक सबमरीन है. तो सबमरीन क्या है? मतलब कोई सी होगी, ठीक है, उसके नीचे सबमरीन है. लेट दिस इज अ सबमरीन. ओके, इनिशियली वो डिस्टेंस D1 पर है. ओके, और फिर वो डिस्टेंस D2 पर चली जाती है. ओके, तो हमसे क्या पूछा गया है? D1 और D2 माइनस D1 पूछा गया है. वो कितना और नीचे चली जाती है अप्रोक्सीमेटली, इसकी वैल्यू हमसे पूछी गई है. तो एज यू नो कि यहाँ पर एयर है, ठीक है, एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर होगा यहाँ पर, तो P0 होगा. और अगर ये यहाँ पर डेप्थ D1 है, तो यहाँ पर प्रेशर, लेट दिस पॉइंट इज 1 एंड दिस इज 2. ओके, so we have to write down pressure at 1. Okay, pressure at 1, pressure at point 1. Okay, this is nothing but P1 equal to P0 plus rho G H. H is the height, but here the height is simply D1. So what we have to write down? P0 plus rho G D1. Okay, this is the equation number 1. Okay, same way we can write down pressure at point 2. Pressure at point 2. So pressure at point 2 is nothing but P2 equal to P0 plus rho G. In the place of H, we have to put D. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Okay, so we have to know that P1 and P2 are given. Okay, and we have to find D2 minus D1. So what you have to do? Equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay, equation 2 minus equation 1. So if you do equation 2 minus equation 1, what you get? I can write down here. You get rho G D2 minus D1. Okay, rho G is the common term, and P0 and P0 is going to cancel out. So here you get P2 minus P1. Okay, P2 minus P1. Now you have to put the values of P2 minus P1. P2 minus P1, if you can take it, see it from here. Okay, it is 5.05 into 10 to the power of 6, and it is 8.08 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay, means from there directly you can understand it is a 3.03 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay, and here is the rho G. Rho is given 10 to the power of 3, and G is nothing but a 10 only. So 10 to the power of 3 multiplied by 10. Okay, and D2 minus D1, we can say D2 minus D1 is D2 minus D1. Okay, see here it is a 4. Okay, it is a 4. So if this is going to cancel out 4, and you get here 10 to the power of 2 simply. Here 4, here 6. So you get a 2. Okay, so D2 minus D1 equal to, you get 303. Okay, so this is approximately 303 is meter. So this is approximately, if you check the answer, there is no 303. So this is approximately, you can say 300. Okay, so this option is correct for this question. Next question. Next question is from 10th April evening. Okay, in this question it is written, water from a tap emerges vertically downward with an initial velocity of 1.0 meter per second. Okay, the cross section area of the tap is 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. Okay, assume that pressure is constant throughout the stream of water and the flow is streamline flow, the cross section area of the stream. Okay, you have to find out the cross section area of the stream. 0.15 meter below the tap would be. Okay, you have to find out the cross section area of that water. Okay, is below to the 0.15. Okay, so in this case, what is written? See, there is a water tap is there. Okay, and it is a emerging vertically downward. Okay, so you can make it tap. Okay, and there's a vertically, this is a tablet. Okay, and initial velocity is given. Initial velocity, let's I can write down here. V1 is given, and V1 is 1 meter per second. Okay, and the cross section area of the tap is also given. Cross section area. Okay, cross section area means A1 is given. So A1 is nothing but you get a 10 to power of -4 meter square. Okay, this is given that pressure is constant throughout. You can assume it. Okay, and from here to 0.15 meter, you have to find out the area of the stream, which is water. Okay, area of the stream, which is nothing but a water. Okay, so if you take this is the first point, and if you take this is the second point. Okay, so what you have to do? Wait a minute, I can mark it with different color. Like this is the 1 and this is the 2 at a 0.15 meter. Okay, so first you have to use the continuity equation. Okay, first what you have to use? Continuity equation. From the continuity equation you have to find out the velocity. Okay, let me write down continuity equation. Continuity. What is the continuity equation? Continuity equation is nothing but A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. This is the continuity equation. Okay, so A1 is simply 1 is given. Okay, A1 is 1. Write down A1 is 10 to power of -4. Okay, write down 10 to power of -4. Okay, and V1 is simply you can say 1 is given. Okay, and what about A2? A2 you have to find out. And what about V2? Okay, V2. V2 is simply V2. But how you find out V2? Is there any another expression you have to use? Yes. For V2, you have to use the Bernoulli equations at the point 1 and 2. Why I use this equation earlier? Because generally students think that you have to find out in this simple formula. They don't know how to find out V2. Okay, so first you have to find out V2 and put it here. Okay, now we are going to apply a Bernoulli's equation. Bernoulli's Bernoulli's equation, where we have to 1 and 2. Okay, point 1 and point 2. So what we have to write down? P1 plus half of zo V1 square, okay, plus zo GH equal to, okay, P2 plus 1 by 2 zo V2 square. Okay, so first what you can see here that P1 and P2. P1 and P2 are going to cancel out because they are on the atmospheric. Because it is here also and here also. This is an atmospheric. So it is going to be a cancel. Okay. Next most important thing that this density is also going to cancel out. So from here you get V2 is equal to square root of V1 square plus 2gh. Okay, V2 is equal to square root of V1 plus 2gh. Okay, but we have to put V2 here. Okay, now what we are doing? We are using the equation number 1. Equation 1. Okay, so if you put the equation number 1, V2, oh sorry, what we have to write down? We have to put the values in the equation number 1. Okay, so when we put the values in the equation number 1, okay, so it is going to be a 10 to power of -4 equal to A2, okay, A2, and then V2 in the terms of V1, okay, and what is the value of V1? I can write down here V1 is nothing but simply 1, okay, plus 2, okay, G is nothing but 10. And what is H? H is the distance between 2 and 1. Okay, यहाँ पर बच्चों को कंफ्यूजन होगा कि ये H यहाँ क्यों नहीं लिया, क्योंकि because I am going to take this as a reference line. Okay, this as a reference line, that's why यहाँ पर H नहीं लिया. Okay, understand? तो ये H है. Then what we have to do? 1/5 divided by 1/5 divided by. Okay, so if you can, this is the 20. Okay, this is comes to be a 5. This comes to be a 5 and 20. This comes to be a 3. Okay, so 3 plus 1 is 4, and square root of 4 is nothing but what you can say 2a2. 2a2 is equal to 10 to power of minus 4, and from here you can say a2 is nothing but 10 to power of minus 4 divided by 2. Okay, or you can say 0.5 into 10 to power of minus 4, or you can say 0 point, not a 0 point, it is a 5 into 10 to power of minus 5 meter square. Okay, so this is a good question for understanding the concept of the Bernoulli's equation. ठीक है, यहाँ पर Bernoulli's equation जब आप लगाओगे तो थोड़ा सा confusion होता है. ठीक है, then you have to understand how to apply a Bernoulli equation. Okay, next question. Okay, in this question it is written a solid sphere of radius r. There is a one solid sphere of radius r acquires a terminal velocity. Terminal velocity is nothing but a constant velocity when falling due to the gravity, okay, through a viscous fluid having a coefficient of viscosity eta. Okay, the sphere is broken into 27 identical solid spheres. See here, the sphere is going to broken in the 27 identical solid spheres. Okay, if each of them, each of these spheres acquires a terminal velocity v2. Okay, they are going to acquire terminal velocity v2 means for 27 each. Okay, when falling through the same fluid, the ratio of v1 by v2. What you have to find out, the ratio of v1 by v2, liquid is same. So here you have to first find out the radius of the smaller one. Okay, radius of the smaller one. I think everyone done these things. No. In the capacitor, you have done these types of problem, but see here, in this case, what we can say, volume is constant. I can write down, wait a minute. Volume is constant. Okay, volume is constant. What it means? Means big. If the big is a radius r, so 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of big one is equal to 27 into 4 by 3 pi small r. Okay, 4 by 3 is cancel out, pi and pi is going to cancel out. Okay, so small r is nothing but, okay, if you take both side 1 by cube, okay, so or you can say cube root, okay, so r is nothing but you can say r by 3. Okay, it means the sphere, smaller sphere, okay, radius is r by 3 of bigger radius. Okay, now what is the formula for terminal velocity? Because here the terminal velocity comes. Okay, so terminal velocity. Okay, here terminal velocity is different for different cases, but for our case there is a simple, you can say, solid sphere is there. So Vt is, and our course is also include only solid sphere. Okay, so Vt is nothing but 2 by 9 r square. Okay, rho minus sigma upon neta. Okay, this is known as a viscosity into G. Okay, see here, this is rho. Rho is nothing but a density of sphere. Okay, this is the density of sphere. Okay, density of sphere, and here the density of water or a liquid. Water or a liquid. Water we can say, or we can say the liquid where the fluid. Liquid or you can say fluid. Okay. Now, see here. In this case, if you can understand the question correctly, so Vt, this terminal velocity, is function of, okay, r square, okay, and g, density of sphere and density of water or you can say fluid. But in this case, the fluid is constant. Okay, fluid is constant. Density of the solid is constant. Means density of that small ball is also constant. Okay, and this viscosity is also constant because the fluid is same and g is also constant. Okay, so only that going to change is the radius. So what we can write down, Vt is proportional to r square. Okay, so if you understand that Vt is proportional to, Vt means terminal velocity is proportional to radius. Okay, so we can write down V1 upon V2 equal to, okay, R1 by R2 whole square. Okay, you can write down this way. So from here we have to find out V2 is nothing but V1, okay, R2 by R2 by R1 whole square. Okay, so here V1, you have to write down V1 simply, and R2. What is the R2? R2 is nothing but R by 3. R by 3 upon R, okay, into square. Okay, so V2 is nothing but, I can make a line so that you can, V2 is equal to V1. R is going to cancel out. You get 1 by 9. Okay, so from here we can say V1 upon V2. It is asking for V1 by V2. Yeah. Otherwise, if it's asking for V2 by V1, then it will be a 1 by 9. So V1 by V2 is nothing but, you can say, V1 by V2 is nothing but R9. Okay. So if you can check it, the option number 1 is correct. Okay, everyone. So this is a not an easy question, but if you learn the formula, then there is a little bit easier understanding with you. Okay, everyone. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you, everyone.